Hey guys, Mr. Virgo here. Today we are going to look at different types of resistance band training, and there are a few different types of resistance bands. All of them kind of serve to provide elastic resistance, which means there's one benefit, which is it packs up into your pocket and travels really light. One of the drawbacks probably is that it's not necessarily a fluid amount of resistance. Obviously, as resistance or range increases, the amount of resistance applied also increases. So when we're trying to do long joint angle exercises, sometimes we find a little bit of difficulty trying to balance how easy something might be at the start and how difficult it might be at the end. Those are two things to kind of consider when choosing whether or not to make a resistance band the option that you choose when it comes to picking an exercise and trying to target a specific joint angle or a group of muscles. But given the certain time that we're in right now, a resistance band could definitely be something that helps you quite a bit. And we are going to talk about these three different bands today. I have what we call sometimes a super loop or a large loop band. Some people call these garage bands. This is a closed loop, but it's quite big. It's probably one of the more functional types of resistance bands that I like to train with. You can do tons with them. But having the closed loop means we don't actually have handles. We can use these for things like assisted pull-ups. We can double it up to add the amount of tension that we're working against and do things like monster walks, so it can sub out for our mini band if we double it up. We can also just, instead of having a handle, hold on to an end, and it's not as nice as something to grip, but it is pretty versatile that way. The second band we're using is the mini loop. The mini loop comes in all different sizes as well in terms of how much resistance we put on it. I shouldn't say sizes, I should say levels of strength in terms of how much resistance it offers. This one here is a middle of the range mini loop, mainly used for lower body exercises. We can do some upper body alignment and mobility work and stability work with the mini loop as well. Some people use the mini loop to kind of keep their elbows in for things like push-ups or triceps extensions and things like that. But for all intent and purpose for us, we are going to use it mainly in the lower body to work on stability and rotation. And lastly, but certainly not least, is the resistance band that has the handled ends. Again, available with different levels of resistance, and the one I'm using in the videos that I'll show you today is kind of middle of the pack in terms of the overall resistance. The handles are always nice if you're doing something like a curl and press or a push or a fly. It is nice to have the handles, and because it's a handled band, it's really easy to line it up for symmetry. So if I'm tethering my band to a post and I want to make sure that each side of the band is going to offer me the same amount of resistance, I can line up those handles before I even start my exercise and rest assured that I'm going to be provided with the same amount of resistance on either side. So obviously each type of band has its benefits and its drawbacks, but I mean, look at this. I can have one of each and I can still travel pretty light, which is the name of the game right now. Versatility and being able to kind of take your workout with you, take your workout outdoors, and not necessarily be limited by the fact that the gym is closed and you don't necessarily have a lot of equipment. All in, you'd probably get all three of these for somewhere around 30 bucks. They're easy to find, and if you want to talk more about resistance band training or other ways to use this that aren't necessarily featured in the videos that I'm showing you today, please feel free to reach out. Until next time, happy training. Take care.